Welcome. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. My name is Kamoy. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy that you guys have clicked on this video. So I am doing the love language series. We will be doing the wonderful sign of Taurus today. So your sun, your moon, your Venus, and your rising. I need you guys to keep in mind that energy is fluid. So you want to place the energy where it fits, especially if you're a cross watcher. So I can say this is the energy that I'm picking up for Taurus, but it may not fit Taurus. If you're a Taurus, it may fit more the other energy that you're interacting with. So feel free to place the energy where it fits, okay, my love? So with that being said, you guys can also check out the Do You Know Your Love Language and Your Partner's Love Language video, which you can also find on my playlist in my channel, as well as I will go ahead and include that in the link in the description box. Now, why is it important for you guys to know your love languages? It is because everybody communicates and receive love in a different way based on their experiences or just their makeup, okay? So today we're going to be doing your love reading. Okay, and we're going to be talking not just about love, but we're also going to be tapping into the sexual energy between you and your partner and what you may need to know about that, okay? This is not an unfamiliar territory for me because I'm a Scorpio and I do love sex, right? So what is the best way for you to educate yourself is by really getting to know sex at a deeper level. So what I do want to say before I actually start to pull the cards pertaining to your sex life is that sex is also creative energy. That same energy, my loves, sexual energies create creative energy. So yeah, sex does not only create babies, it can also create thought forms as well as things that can manifest into this third dimensional realm. I don't know if any of you have studied sexual magic, so this is one of the ways that you can bring things from that unseen realm into this realm. This is why it's important for you to know your love language, know what's going on when you interact, and not just physically and having intercourse with somebody, but also exchanging energy, okay? So we're going to get into this. We're doing the wonderful sign of Taurus today, your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, and we're thanking our angels, we're thanking our guides, we're thanking our ancestors, we are thanking our higher self, we're thanking the divine masculine and feminine energy, we are thanking all the energy in the atmosphere that is here to help guide, protect, encourage, motivate, and give us the strength to move and take action when it is necessary. Let me just put my phone in silence here. Okay. All right, my lovelies. So we're going to get an overall view first of what you may need to know in this love reading. Let's take a quick look. Give me two cards that we need the overall energy of Taurus's love reading. Give me the two cards that you want Tauruses to know about in their love reading. Give me the two cards that you want Taurus to know about their love reading. Okay, heart-to-heart conversations, and this could be the one, okay? So you have popping out heart-to-heart conversations, and this could be the one, and that is the overall energy on the board. So now, clearly you need to have heart-to-heart conversation with someone and honestly discuss your feelings, right? And this could be the one where it talks about you may have already met the partner that you seek. So for some of you, this could be someone from the past. For some of you, this could be someone that you're interacting with now. You could be asking yourself that question, right? So we're going to get into your energy, and then we're going to get into their energy, and we're going to see where all of this fits. Okay, my loves? All right, so let's start off with your energy, my wonderful Taurus. All right, and we're going to tap into theirs and see what we need to know. Okay, so we already know right off the bat that you guys need to have some conversations, right? You already know that off the bat. All right, clarify my wonderful Taurus energy. Clarify Taurus energy. We need to know clearly what my Taurus are experiencing. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody may have felt that they lost an opportunity when it came to this relationship, and that's popping up in your energy, Taurus. I don't know if you may feel like they've lost an opportunity with you, or you've lost an opportunity with them. Wow, that's the eight of Cups. And it's saying here that the opportunity may have been lost because you were blocking your feelings and not really speaking up about how you felt. And with the ace is all about manifestation opportunities. So the ace will be like the creme de la creme. So if we're thinking about pentacles from the place of this third dimensional realm, your home, your house, your finances, you were feeling like all of that stuff, whether it be the happy home, the finances, did not work out in this relationship. And it could have been because you were blocking your feelings and not really speaking your truth, right? This is clarified, however, by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it could have been maybe somebody wanted this union to be perfect. Maybe someone was not putting in all of the effort, right, that's needed to sustain this relationship. And maybe you just bounced because you was tired of talking. Yep. So we got the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Wands. And with the Eight of Wands, we're talking about, yep, definitely feeling like you should have been able to, at least maybe depending on who you are, there should have been some type of engagement by now. There should have been some type of, we should have seen something build and establish by now, is what you're over here feeling. So you're feeling not just like the stability and what you hoped for in this relationship. You don't feel like you got this, and you definitely feel like there may have been some blocked emotions, or somebody was not expressing themselves, and that could have been you, Taurus, because this is showing up in your energy. All right, so maybe you did not have the conversations that you should have had. Let's take a clearer look and see what else they want you to know about your energy. Okay, you got the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is all about planning for the future. But this was followed by the Page of Cups. Yeah. So there really was no plans for the future, because the Two of Wands, which is intuitive energy, is clarified by the Page of Cups in reverse. Cups energy is emotional energy. So there could have been no planning of the future because someone was emotionally immature. Okay, someone was emotionally immature in this relationship. So let's pick up on their energy, my wonderful Taurus, and see what you need to know. Okay. Clarify. What do you want my wonderful Taurus to know about the energy that they're interacting with? What you want them to know about the energy that they're interacting with? What's going on with the energy that they're interacting with in their love life? They got the Tower card in reverse popping up, so they're avoiding the change. All right. What else do you want Taurus to know about the energy they're interacting with? Oh, and this energy is like Queen of Swords energy, right? So not only shit falling apart for them, my wonderful Taurus, is that they're actually pretty maybe bitchy and moody at this point, or even being cold-hearted. Okay, so and that could be why you feel like there's nothing manifesting, or you're not really able to express yourself, because their shit is falling apart. They're avoiding the change that's coming and avoiding all of the, you know, like they're just avoiding the fuckery that they've created. And it doesn't seem like they're taking responsibility for it, because with this clarified by the Queen of Swords in reverse, right, they're overly emotional and could be like bitchy and cold-hearted, right, especially when they're called out on their shit, because they're just avoiding shit. All right, what else do you want Taurus to know about this energy that they're interacting with? We got the Fool card, right? But the Fool card is in reverse. And it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. So the Fool card in reverse is all about, I want to say, either it could be naive energy, it could be reckless energy, it could be them needing to take a risk, right? But it seems like even if they took a risk, right, they do have the Wheel of Fortune popping up, right? But with the Wheel of Fortune popping up, clarifying this this Fool card in reverse, It kind of feels like they're going to get out what they put back as far as the world is concerned. So, you know, like what energy you give attention to is the stuff that manifests in your life, right? Yeah. So it still feels like they're being foolish with the decisions that they're making, creating karmic shit. Okay. It still feels like they're either being reckless with the decisions, being foolish with the decisions, or just being naive by some of the decisions that they're making, because they're setting up with this Magician card in reverse as well as the 9 of Wands in reverse, right? Magician energy is all about knowing your power and being resourceful within your power. But when it's in reverse, that's manipulative energy, right? That's just not planning properly, okay? And because it's clarified by the 9 of Wands, that's not only you planning properly, but you on the defense. So you're dealing with somebody that's defensive, maybe about their choices, because look, their choices when it came to the world and to karmic stuff, right? The Fool is in reverse, being naive or maybe not giving a shit, right? And now this has brought them to a place, my wonderful Taurus, where they're still either operating in manipulation, or they adjust manipulation, which leads them into defense mode, or they just haven't planned shit yet, right? They're still in defense mode about stuff, right? They're still in defense mode about stuff. Or they're just not planning stuff. Like I said, I got lipstick on my nails. On the back. Tissue next to me. They're still in defense mode. And it kind of feels like where you are here, right, with this 8 of Wands, which is intuitive energy, and this 8 of Pentacles, you know, like by now we should have started to already reap the rewards for everything we've invested into this relationship, but there seems to be a delay over here. Not only is shit not popping at home, but shit is also not popping emotionally, and this is where you are, Taurus. Now the question is, are you gonna have a heart-to-heart conversation with them, right? Because here it's saying like you don't really want to, you know, shit got to be planned, but you don't really want to because you still feel like you're dealing with someone that's immature and still not speaking their truth, right? Which one makes sense, because over here, right, they sitting up avoiding change, and they're not very nice about this, okay? They're not very nice about this, especially when you communicate, all right? Which could be why you don't want to communicate. They have not made the best decisions, okay, when it comes to this Wheel of Fortune, right? And you know that because all of this is clarified by the Magician in reverse and the 9 of Wands in reverse, okay? So, essentially, my wonderful Taurus, the conversation needs to be had, but you're feeling like you can't have this conversation, right? Or you keep having an endless conversation and nothing seems to be getting done because this person is definitely in their feelings. Shit may not be going the way they want it to, and they're super defensive about this shit and can sometimes be manipulated. And I'm hearing like emotionally manipulative also, right? So now, one of the things that I do want you to keep in mind, however, my wonderful Taurus, is that I posted a video about understanding the 5 love languages, right? So we're talking about, what I did with my notes, shit is just missing all over here. We're talking about the 5 love languages, right? So we're talking about words of affirmation. We're talking about gifts. We're talking about quality time. We're talking about acts of service. And we're also talking about physical touch, aka affection. So each one of us can absolutely operate in all 5 love languages, but there's usually one dominant love language in which we communicate in, right? So even if let's say for example, our love language is words of affirmation, right? Which means you did great today. I'm so appreciative for everything that you do. Babe, you're the bomb. Oh my God, babe, you got this going on, you know? So if that's what their love language is, they love for you to affirm and support them with words, right? And you do that just instinctively, right? You will be filling up their love tank. But if their love language, if your love language is quality time, and you are constantly filling up their love tank and they're getting what they need, but they're not spending any time with you, my wonderful Taurus, you're going to feel kind of one-sided from the relationship because their love tank or love bank is getting filled up, right? And you're constantly making deposits, but they're not depositing any of that in you. So right here, what I'm saying is, like, you may not feel like you can speak to this person, right, because of the emotional immaturity. Now, the thing is, some of you may be feeling like this is the one, or questioning whether this is the one, right? So let's get into this. All right, what do you want my wonderful Taurus to know about their love life? We know they need to have heart-to-heart conversations, and we know that this questioning if this is the one. What do you want Taurus to know? So we're going to pick up on what you need to know. What do you want Taurus to know? What do you want Taurus to know about this relationship? What do you want Taurus to know? What do you want Taurus to know? Okay, you got the family and tribe in your energy. And this is saying you need to really be mindful about other people's opinions of you, okay, and how you move, okay? You need to really judge that, if that should be more important than your opinion of yourself, and your opinion and what you need to do next, right? Does someone else's opinion outweigh your opinion of yourself, is what you need to ask, okay? What do you want my wonderful Taurus to know about the energy that they're interacting with? Okay, so your healing card is family and tribe, which is all about other people's opinion. Okay, what do you want Taurus to know about the energy they're interacting in? Where is the healing needed with this energy that they're interacting with? Where is the healing needed with the energy that Taurus is interacting? It's saying here they're sitting up in procrastination energy, and your energy is family and tribe. So let's just go through that for a second, all right? So we know, and I don't know these cards out of my head yet, so you can just read it from the book, right? When the family and tribe pops up, it says to be very discerning with other people's opinions, which means you really need to be mindful, right? That everybody may not always give opinion based from their highest self. Sometimes they may give opinions based on their experiences and based on their fears or based on their insecurities. This is why it's important for you to have conversation with yourself to say, oh shit, is this a Kamoi thing, or do I need to address what I'm feeling with XYZ? Because if it's a Kamoi thing, then Kamoi needs to go internally, and Kamoi needs to work on that shit herself, right? But if it's not a Kamoi thing, and I need to step out and definitely have a conversation with someone, then I'm more equipped not to dump my shit on them, okay? Now, let's go into procrastination, because they got procrastination. That's the energy they're sitting in right now. Okay, so the energy they're sitting in now is procrastination, and it says you need to change your tune and stop putting things off. Stop putting things off into tomorrow that you can do today. Now, how does this pertain to your love life? Like, seriously, you may feel like you cannot have a conversation with this person, and this person could be putting off the conversation. Like, they just don't want to communicate about this. Hence why they're in super defense mode, right? All right, clarify tribe for my wonderful Taurus. We want to know exactly what do you want them to pay attention to as far as the opinions of others is concerned. This person is very immature, Taurus, okay? Yeah, they're very immature. Okay, you got the void. And when the void pops up, the void is saying that there's a lot going on even in the darkness. Even when you think shit is not happening, shit is happening, okay? All things come from darkness. A light comes out of darkness, right? So you're going to have to be mindful that even though you feel like shit may not be moving, right? Or shit is not moving as fast as you think it should, you just need to be mindful that shit is always happening, okay? When this void pops up, this void is also asking you to freely release what no longer serves you, what you don't need. What are you holding on to that you don't need? Okay, it's definitely saying other people's opinions are at the forefront, right? And you know, over here, it feels like your Ace of Cups, your stability and security, and as well as your emotions, something is out of balance here. Okay, you feel by now you should have gotten somewhere in this love walk, right? And you feel like you may not be able to quite talk to this person about the future yet, because they're very immature right now with their feelings, right? And they're sitting over here in procrastination and defense mode, because there is some shit unfolding that they may not be ready to fully embrace, okay? Okay. Okay, clarified in the void and releasing shit that no longer serves you. It's saying that once you do that, this is going to bring balance into your love life. Okay, they're operating over here where it's saying not only do you need to stop procrastinating, but as you move forward, as they move forward, it's asking them to have patience, right? And it's telling them that you create shit, right? You create your world. So if you are not dealing with shit, then you're leaving shit out for other people, or you're leaving shit for other people to define. You're leaving, you're leaving yourself open to be an emotional puppet. This person is not dealing with stuff, and it's asking them to stop procrastinating. Have the patience to actually take the time out to face the things that you need to, because you're the one creating all of this shit. Okay, so they're just creating shit that they may not, necessarily want to embrace at this point, because we do have the Magician card clarified by the Nine of Wands in reverse. Right now, it's also saying that you need to step up into your spiritual sovereignty. When you step up into your spiritual sovereignty, you start to understand that there is no lack. All right, and that healing is always right here for you to partake in it if you truly desire to. Okay, now as far as they're concerned, they're creating a whole bunch of change in their life. So this is what's happening in their life right now, change. Okay? That's what's going on in your partner's life, is change happening. So now let's take a look at where you guys are on your sexual energy. And we're going to do... First, let's do couples. So we're going to do Taurus couples that are still in relationship, that may not quite be sure if you want to stay, if you want to go, right? Because of the shit that's going on. Some of you may be feeling like I've tried, All right, clarify. And can I tell you something? This is what I want you guys to know. First of all, sexual energy is creative energy. And you just don't create babies with sexual energy. You can create thought forms, and you can also create things that will manifest into this third dimensional realm. Because everything is an exchange of energy, there are ways that you can come into agreement with someone while you're climaxing to manifest not just a baby, okay? Keep in mind that the same energy, the same creative energy, and the same sexual energy, you can intertwine that energy without physically having intercourse with someone. You can definitely exchange that energy because it's on the spectrum of creative energy, right? So you also want to be mindful of who are you emotionally attaching yourself to. Not just physically, but you want to pay attention to who are you emotionally attaching yourself to, okay? All right, clarify from a wonderful Taurus. What's going on with Taurus couples in their sex life, in this relationship? They got a lot of change over here, Taurus, and you may not feel like if you're living with this person that you can communicate. You may feel like this person is super immature, or you could be the immature one, but somebody's definitely immature and somebody's manipulative and defensive because they may not have made the best decision, and they may have been very hasty in their words, okay? All right, here we go. What you want Taurus to know about their sex life? Okay, so it kind of feels like the sex is still the sex is still okay in this, but you don't feel like things are at what's the word? Not an equal level, but you don't think things are vibrating properly. You don't think that y'all on the same vibration. So when you do come together with this person physically, yeah, you still get your, you still get your shit off, right? But in your head, shit is not good. Shit is not good. Like, a Ten of Cups is in reverse, okay? Which means shit is not in alignment. Okay, shit is not in alignment. You got the Fool card popping up, right? Where you really don't mind being spontaneous, right? But with this energy here, the Seven of Cups clarifying your spontaneity. And it's in reverse. It's saying that there may be some type of temptation on your end, my wonderful Taurus. So you could be being tempted and wanting to step out because your emotional needs are not being met. So that could cause you to feel like, yeah, I'm going to do me. Because you do have the Ten of Pentacles, but the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. And with that energy is in reverse, yeah, you're not feeling like this shit is popping right now. You don't feel like you're enduring shit over here. Okay, because that shit is in reverse. Ah, shit. And then you got, some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio too, because you do have the Death card popping up here, and that's Scorpio's energy. But this shit is in reverse, clarifying this the Ten of Pentacles, right? So in reverse with this Ten of Pentacles, energy is clarified by the Death card. Okay? Yeah, you can literally feel the energy in the atmosphere, my wonderful, that there is something blocking your relationship sexually. Okay? And if you do have sex, it's just having sex just to, you know, feel the release. But this is not, and it could be for you, you're looking elsewhere. Like you're given because, okay, this is what I'm hearing, Taurus. Because you're in a position, my loves, where you're now given, where you feel blocked, right? And your energy is not, the sexual energy is blocked because you're not able to really clearly express how you feel. Right? Maybe the affection is taken out of how you can express how you feel because they're not dealing with shit. That has a breakdown in your sex life also. That's affecting your sex life, at least as far as you're concerned. Okay? At least as far as your sex life is concerned. This right here is supposed to be a new sunrise, aka maybe a new orgasm or more, you know, multiple orgasms or whatever that case may be, but this shit is in reverse, right? Even if you are releasing, you're not getting the fulfillment internally that you need. They got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. They got the Ten of Swords in reverse. They may think you straying because somebody's up in here crying. Somebody's giving it to somebody. I don't know if y'all can see this. Somebody's getting it, right? But somebody's sitting here lonely, right? So they may be feeling like you may not, you may be giving yourself emotionally to someone. Yep, we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You had the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So their sexual energy, as far as they're concerned, yeah, they feel like either you're cheating or you're distant. Okay. Either you're cheating or you're different. You got the Knight of Wands energy here, right? This energy could be full of lust. Let me see. Then you got the Knight of Cups here, right? Okay, let's take a look and see. All right. So with the Knight of Wands energy, this is supposed to be passionate energy. This is supposed to be energy filled with, you know, like as soon as I see you, I want to strip you. I want to, you know, take you down type energy, right? But really what's going on here? Okay, so let us do. Ooh, what is this? This is the Swords. No, that's Wands. No, I'm sorry, Page. We got the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, so with the Page of Wands, yep, with the Page of Wands, someone feels abandoned. Okay, someone feels abandoned. With the Page, sorry, with the Page of Cups. What the fuck am I saying? With the Page of Cups, is this Wands? Shit. I haven't learned this deck fully yet, guys. Yep. With the Page of Wands, somebody feel abandoned. So they feel like there's not that connection emotionally, spiritually. Like, y'all grown. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can just tell when your sex life has taken a shift where you just fucking, we're not even making love anymore. Like, you really just fucking. So I'm talking to my couples here, okay? And then you have also the Page of Cups, right? Which is jealousy. Okay? Somebody is definitely thinking that you are doing other shit. And there's some jealousy. And you probably get accused for doing shit too, Taurus. Now, Taurus, that could be something that you is doing. You could be stepping out, or you could be emotionally giving that heart-to-heart conversation. You could be sharing that with somebody else, which makes you feel disconnected. But the sexual energy that they're popping off with is like they feel like you got some other shit going on if you're in a relationship still, okay? They definitely feel like some shit is popping off, right? They do not feel like your sex life is on point. They don't. Okay, because we have Temperance, but Temperance came out in reverse, right? It came out in reverse, like somebody's discontent, right? Shit is not in balance. Shit is out of balance. And then we got the 8 of Wands. And with the 8 of Wands energy, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Okay, Wands energy is intuitive energy, so somebody's picking up on some shit, okay? Where you're supposed to be savoring every moment, this shit is in reverse. They not savoring shit because they think you outside stepping out. So, as far as your sexual life is concerned, it feels here like you feel like where you should be getting your shit on and popping, you not, okay? And if you are, you not with this person. Like, it's just not happening with this person, right? You're ready to step out and be spontaneous and do something different. But it's saying here that although you want to do something different, you got the 7 of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of temptation. So like I'm saying, Taurus, you got temptations. The question is, are you being tempted and stepping out into your temptations? That's the question. Okay, now remember, energy is fluid, Taurus. So this could be their energy and not yours. I'm just saying, okay? And your sex life, once again, with this 10 of Pentacles energy is you felt like you've endured enough sexually. Like, you know, like you just feel like this, yeah, something is off and you feel like you've been through enough, and sexually you may have just shut down, okay? Because you do have the 10 of Pentacles clarifying the Death card in reverse, resistance of change. You see, because this Death card in reverse, honey, you're supposed to be having a whole new sunrise over and over and over again. But honey, if you're not, this shit is in reverse, which means you're standing rising in that bedroom over and over and over again like it's supposed to, okay? And this shit over here, it's not either, because they think you cheating. They think you cheating, or they feel like, yeah, there's some discontentment here in this, in your sexual energy. There is discontentment here. Like, we're not gonna make that up. That's just there. Okay, so that's for those of you that are in a relationship. Okay, now let's ask, really, what do you need to do for those of you that are in a relationship? Let's get some clarity. Let's get some clarity in what you may need to do. What does Taurus need to do? Give me some wisdom for Taurus. How do they need to move and operate with this energy? How do they need to operate and move with this energy? Yeah, they definitely think you cheating. Oh, shit. Taurus, they got beginnings. That's how you need to move with this energy. Beginnings. Let's clarify what they mean by that. Give me one more card. What do you mean by beginnings? Clarify beginnings for me. Actually, let me get another deck of cards, y'all, so we can get some clear messages here. We're going to use the Moonology deck. That has really good wisdom. So it's saying, yeah, there's going to be beginnings in your sex life, right? New beginnings in your sex life. I know I could use some beginnings because I've been single for 3 years. So there's some beginnings coming in, right? Because you definitely, even over here, you know that shit is not right, okay? It's saying here new beginnings, and it's saying a fiery climax is going to come is approaching. This is the full moon in Aries, and it's also clarified by nothing is going to come of this situation. So you need to place that energy where it fits. I kind of feel like you know and they know. And can I tell you something? Once this sexual energy starts to go into relationships, then pretty much everything is downhill from there, because sex is what keeps that creative energy going. And if y'all not having sex, like, that's the problem. Okay, that is a problem. That means that not just communication is removed from the relationship, but also intimacy is removed from the relationship, okay? And so Overall energy is saying, my love, like shit is about to go down. New beginnings is coming in. And nothing is going to come from this situation. So let's just see where they are. What do you want Taurus's partner to know about this energy? Clearly, let us know what you want us to know about Taurus's partner. Okay. See, so they got reliance because they carrying some type of burden. So they're going to have to face some shit. They're going to have to deal with some shit because we talked about in this poll, they're not dealing with the shit. So could this be the one? You've thought about it. Have you had the conversation that you need to have? You don't feel like you can because this person is blocking it. Okay. This person is blocking it. And this is, like I said, for those of you that are in a relationship. See, it's asking them, like, if they want to save this, they got to be the one to make the bold move. That's what it's saying, right? But the question is, right, are you there? Are you there? Do you want them to make that bold move? Are you even there anymore, right? Because they over here saying, like, I got this, I'm strong, and I'm resilient. But they haven't made the first move because they're not dealing with their shit. They're still in insecure mode. They're procrastinating. See how they're supposed to make the move? And they procrastinating because they over here and they thinking, my loves, that you cheating. Hence why they probably wouldn't want to make the first move, right? Because anybody that you feel is cheating, you don't want to feel vulnerable or, you know, you feel insecure about that. Okay, let's jump into my singles and let's take a look. And so we're dealing with my singles and my newly singles. Let's just say that. So this is from a single Taurus, okay? This is from a single Taurus. Let's take a look at your sex life energy. Okay. All right. Let me know what's going on with my single Taurus. Where are their energies? Where is my single Taurus energy? Where is the energy for my single Taurus? Where is the energy sexually for my single Taurus? Where is the energy sexually for my single Taurus? Where is the energy sexually for my single Taurus? I've been telling the I've been telling the crew in the 13-week course that we're doing. I've been feeling like all of this loving energy and all of this sexy energy and the sexual energy. And I know Pluto is here direct. And I also know that we in Scorpio season, which is a whole bunch of that sexy energy. So I do feel like loving is in the end. What do they call this? Those young kids, they talk about it's cuffing season. Like, you know, yeah, everybody trying to get booed up, right? All right, so what do you want my single Tauruses to know about their sex life? What do you want my single Tauruses to know about their sex life? Okay. You have a daring interlude. You got the Knight of Wands coming in. Somebody is coming in, Hunte. And they are coming in, sweetie. And they got passion and they got energy going. Oh, shit. Yep. And then this is clarified by Scorpio card, the Death card, honey. Oh, yeah. There's a new sunrise in the horizon. So your sex life about to be popping. Your sex life is about to be popping. Because check this out. You got the Seven of Swords in reverse. And you know the Seven of Swords energy is all about that backstabbing betrayal energy. But with this shit in reverse, you're not even looking at the fucking past no more. You want what you want and you're going to get what you want to get. Shit. Singles. Seven of fucking Swords in reverse. Talking about you breaking free from all of the bullshit. You starting over here. Right? You starting over here. This person is going to come in and they're going to sweep you off of your feet. And guess what? You got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about your wishes, my command, honey. Your sex life about to be popping. And because you're in a position now where you're owning your shit, for those of you that are doing your work, you should know by now what your red flags are. And if you have not taken a look at my video that talks about, do you know your love language or your partner's love language? Take a look at that video. It's only like, it's less than 20 minutes long, and it will give you some information about love languages and how you can move forward in your new relationship, right? Okay. Single, sex life is about to be popping. Now let's pull up this energy that we're interacting with, okay? Let's see the energy that you're interacting with. And I kind of feel for my singles that's still sleeping, right, with your ex, right, just so you know, they feel that energy in the shift, right? They feel that energy in the shift. And they still could be accusing you of doing stuff. But for you, the sex is good. If you're just going back to get that. Like, the sex is good, right? Okay. So what do you want my singles to know about the energy that they're going to be interacting with? And this could be, you know, you haven't met the person yet. Or, you know, if you're just still sleeping with your ex. Let's see. Okay, we got the Four of Cups in their energy. Clarified by the Hierophant. Okay. Clarified by the Ace of Wands upright. Clarified by the Three of Pentacles upright. So let's get into this. You know, Cups energy is all about your emotions, right? So the Four of Cups is all about habit, right? That's habit. That's just like, oh my gosh. This is a routine. This is how it's going down. Your my sexual habit, right? Okay. With the Hierophant card, the Hierophant is all about support. Okay. Now, the interesting thing about this energy is the Hierophant is in reverse, right? So it kind of feels, okay, let me clarify this. And then we got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is intuitive, creative energy, right? And this is union, right? This means union. This is all about, you're going to abandon, and you're going to abandon your insecurities and surrender. Okay, so this is what this is saying sexually. Okay, then we have the Three of Pentacles. I can't wait till I know these out of my head, guys. So we have the Three of Pentacles, which is all about warmth. Okay, so let me just break this down for you. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, guys. My lights. Oh. Sorry about that. My lights went out. Is that better? Oh, that should be better. Okay. Okay. So your energy, you're ready to move on. You're ready to do things differently, okay? You no longer want to hold on to the old shit. You no longer want to feel like you can't communicate on a level of depth, okay? You no longer want to try to have someone else's opinion about you be more important than the truth that you feel about yourself, right? So sexually, you're ready to open up, my singles. You're ready to move on. You're ready to do things newly, right? You are going to... it does have energy around you where literally this person could feel like you're their habit, right? You're their habit, right? It makes them feel vulnerable, okay? It makes them feel vulnerable. Like they don't know if they want to support this because they don't like they don't like the way it feels. Like it make them kind of feel like you're the bad habit that they can't kick, which is not, you know, with balance, you know. However, with that being said, this person, either this person coming in, right, really wants this to work out sexual, at least on the sexual level. If this is your ex that you're still interacting with, my wonderful Taurus, right, it kind of feels like you're the habit, right? But they still feel skeptical because even with this Hierophant energy, do you see one man and two women? They still feel skeptical that you're doing your thing. So for my single Tauruses that's still fucking with your ex, they still don't trust you. Although they want you, right? Although they want you, they still don't trust you. They think that you will still have options, okay? They feel like you still have options. For those of you that are not even fucking with the ex like that, you still need to be mindful, because this person that you're interacting with sexually, or that's going to come in from a sexual aspect, they want to build something with you. They do, but they're still just a little afraid. Right? And you may want to pay attention to this person's codependency as they come in, Taurus. Okay. You want to make sure that they do not have issues, my Taurus that are single. You want to make sure that they don't have codependency, especially when it comes to sexual energy. Remember that sexual energy is also creative energy, and you don't only create babies, okay, with sexual energy. You can literally create thought forms, and you can create things with sexual energy. You know, especially when you start getting into the whole sexual magic aspect of it. And for some of you, you can be dealing with an incubus or succubus. You know, you just got somebody sucking out your energy, your energy sexually, right? You're giving too much of yourself, right? So you just want to be mindful of who you are exchanging your energy with, okay? That's going to be important. So overall, my wonderful, wonderful Taurus, okay? You've gotten to the place where you feel like security and stability is not popping emotionally. I can't express myself. I'm ready to move on. Like, you know, ready to move on, or at least ready to move forward if you're in the relationship, okay? If you're in a relationship, you can't move forward because they're avoiding change. They're avoiding shit. They don't want to deal with shit. They don't want to talk about shit. Hence, you can't have that conversation you're talking about. If you're a couple, sexually, you're like, you know, shit is just not, I'm just not emotionally there. And especially for a woman, if a woman is not emotionally there sexually, like her pussy's not getting wet. I'm just saying, okay? Man is not there emotionally, his dick might not stand up. I'm just saying, okay? So those of you that are in a couple, like somebody's just like, I don't know about this. And somebody else is like, I know you don't know about this because I'm feeling it over here. And they still think that you could be cheating, right? Like you got options, okay? And my singles, your shit is about to be popping. But if you're fucking with your ex thinks that you're the bad habit and they want to give in, but they still won't trust your ass, okay? With this new energy coming in, you want to be mindful because they do want to build something with you, but they may still, you want to make sure that they don't have any options, okay? You want to make sure that they don't have any options, and you want to make sure that what their understanding of love and sex is, that it matches, that you're on the same frequency, okay? Yeah, you don't want to just jump into bed with anyone if you're single, okay, my wonderful Taurus? All right, I hope this was helpful. Drop some comments. Let me know what you guys think, okay? Remember that it's important for you to be kind to yourself. It's important for you to love yourself. It's just important for you to honor yourself and to be truthful with your self, okay? Remember that energy is fluid, okay? Which means that it's constantly being exchanged, right? And not just energy. We're also talking about sexual energy here. Sexual energy can, once again, like I said, create things. So you want to be mindful, who are you exchanging your sexual energy with? And I'm not just talking about actual intercourse. I'm talking about who are you sharing your most intimate thoughts with? Who are you sharing your most pleasure desires with? Do you have a friend with benefits? Is that really becoming to you? Or are you really getting what you want when you're doing the friends with benefits things? Like, you really have to think about this, okay? Because, like I said, every time you have intercourse with someone, you're exchanging energy, right? Every time you have sex with someone, if you're emotionally secure and emotionally stable and they're not, and you continuously have sex with them, that's still an exchange of energy. So you need to just be mindful. Listen, there's so much shit that we need to be mindful of when it comes to energy. Be mindful of that, as well as take responsibility in some of this stuff, okay? All right, my wonderful Taurus, I hope this was helpful. Check out the dailies. I do post daily energy vibrations, so you guys can kind of figure out what the energy in the atmosphere is before you leave your house. Those are posted every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going live on Friday, October 25th, 2019 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you have questions, come on in and join us. I do jump into the chat and answer questions. We call it Pay It Forward Fridays, okay? So come on and join us. I'll be live here on YouTube if you have questions. Okay, my love, I hope this was helpful. Okay, guys, bye. I'll see you in your dailies as well as your next individual. Bye.